Hey everyone, what's going on? Greg here again from Team Blast. I'm in Google Search Console. URL is not on Google. We've all seen this issue. So how do you fix it? So to start, I created this page about 2 weeks ago. It was still not indexed. I made a bunch of changes to it. And now today you can see that the URL is on Google. So I'm going to walk you through it. So to start, let's go to the page over here. First thing I did was I put the Google Local Service Ads Management link directly in my main navigation menu. So you can click over here, is going to bring you to the page. I did that specifically to help with indexing prioritization for Google. Next, scroll all the way down to my footer. I added in a link, Google Local Services Ads, to that page again to give another signal to Google of the importance of this page by putting it into the footer. Next, on my homepage, because I know this is the page that's generally the most crawled via Google, I added a Google Local Services Ads Management link directly in my first paragraph. Again, HTML renders first. So I put that in directly there so Google can see the importance of that link. That was the third step that I did. Let's go to your robots.txt file. I have two sitemap files, my sitemap underscore index.html and also the page one. So let's go to the page URL. I just want to show you how this looks. I'm using the Yoast plugin. So this will automatically add in the page. So I'm going to search for it right over here, Google Local Services Service Ads Management. It's all the way down the bottom, so it's in the XML sitemap. Next, I went into Google Search Console. So again, this was the previous page. It was not indexed. Now today it is. I went to the sitemap section and I resubmitted my page sitemap because I was trying to prioritize the importance for Google to see this new page that I created again 2 weeks ago. It was still not indexed, so I reprioritized it via the sitemap crawl. Another thing that I did was, let's go to the blog section. I created a blog on January 30th. It's called A Shift Towards Pay to Play. And I specifically did that because then I added in the local Google local service. Let's go all the way down to the bottom of the page. Internal link over here. So again, I create a blog post. It helped again kind of speed up a little bit of the indexing and crawling from Google. Then they saw the internal link and they followed it back to my main page over here. So again, the last step that I did though is that if you look back at the URLs not on Google, notice how this had a slug of slash services. Today, if I go to the main one, so it's this one over here, refresh the page, it has no more of that slug. I did that specifically as kind of a last resort to really prioritize Google to crawl and index this page. So I removed it from one level down to put it one level right off the homepage to really increase the crawlability of the page and then also get it to index as well. So here's some steps for you to take. Go to your pages report within Google Search Console and then filter only by index. So again, I created this page, I said about 2 weeks ago, and I noticed from roughly January 10th through January 27th, 28th, I was stuck at the 58 pages, even though I created the service page, it was still not indexed. But then I can see that little bump that went from 58 to 60. So again, this is a clear indicator that Google really should be indexing your page that day. But if you're seeing this issue where it's just stagnant and it's not creating, not indexing, follow the steps that I mentioned. Go to your pages report, see if that's the case. Obviously, you can use the URL inspection tool. You'll notice that if Google has indexed this page or not. But from my perspective and for all my clients, we have to get pages indexed fast by Google. We have to start ranking our content as best as we can to drive more qualified traffic to the website so we can hopefully get more leads. If you're waiting about, for me for 2 weeks and saying, hey, let's just give it another week. No, there's an issue with your page. You need to make these changes to help improve the crawlability and indexing of the page, assuming that there's no problems also like copyright or spam or, thin content or anything else that might be a deterrence of why Google won't index the page. Assuming there's none of those problems, you have to kind of go through my steps that I listed off, get the content index, and then move on to the next project.